In this video, I'm giving you guys the roadmap to actually add $20,000 in new MRR to your offer in 60 days or less by simply signing a few high ticket clients. Now, obviously, I'm going to show you guys the guts of my program here. This is the CMRR journey board, and this is what I give access to all my clients. I'm only going to be showing you guys the first 7 days because obviously you got to keep it some sort of confidentiality between me and my clients. But the reason why I'm making this video, and by the end of this video, the sort of desired result that you will, leave from is learning how to actually set up the proper systems, have the proper pricing structure to add $20,000 in monthly recurring revenue to your offer in 60 days and sign those high ticket clients and then get out of that churn and burn phase of your agency, B2B business, coaching business, whatever it is. So firstly, to tell you guys a little bit of a story, I was outreaching to somebody on LinkedIn and he said 20K sounds like a lot. 20K MRR guaranteed. He said, you sound confident, but it sounds like a lot. Show me how that would work. So I sent him over the first 7 days of the Trello board. Now, as soon as I onboard my clients, we differentiate what is done for you and what is done with you. You really want to do a good job of this in your agency. And I want you to write down what resources you have access to make the program more done for you. And then what obviously resources do your clients have access to make it more done with you. Now, to actually 80-20 the process of getting results fast and signing high ticket clients quickly, the first thing I like to do on day one is literally just like run out the gate, just pedal to the metal. Now, we'll do something called the Furious 5 to where, we'll go in their previous leader contact list and I'll kind of whip up something for them, help them kind of reprice their offer. So it's a $5,000 or $10,000 offer, depending on the value that they're actually providing to the marketplace. Obviously, it's unethical if I, tell my clients to charge $5,000 or $10,000 if they don't have that type of value. I don't recommend that to anybody. But firstly is we sort of optimize your offer. So there's an offer optimization worksheet that they go through, and then we immediately get to 80-20 in your business. Now, the reason why we actually have scripting ad creatives in day one is because this is what moves the needle the most. Instead of going through all this mindset training, all of this BS guru stuff that everybody on school wants to tell you, and everybody, on Agency Navigator, Iman's thing, instead of all that mindset stuff, I'm targeting business owners that are already doing, at least a couple grand every single month. And so they already have the mindset pretty much down. They just kind of need to have the better systems and just they need a little bit more knowledge and guidance as to how to sign more of these clients. So what we'll do is we'll obviously optimize their offer. We'll restructure their pricing, make it more high ticket. We'll have more deliverabilities. We'll have more add-ons. And then we'll simply just start scripting ad creatives. As you can see, all that I do is just watch the accountability video. This is the only mindset thing that I actually have. And then from one of my mentors who's making about $1 million a month, I shared a Google Doc of the inputs to make $100K a month that he actually put together. So obviously I have this CAS masterclass, which is an entire, modules and stuff on school. And then obviously book an onboarding call and a little bit of a finance tracker. But off the bat, the first 24 hours, what we're doing is we're literally booking the onboarding call for the next day as soon as you get signed. We are literally optimizing your offer. This is done with you. So obviously you optimize the offer in the Google Doc. And then when we meet on our onboarding call on day 2, we actually tweak out what kind of edits you made and stuff like that. And I see if it's good and we change whatever we need to change. So what's interesting here is that you notice how I'm tackling the problems as quickly as possible. The scripting of the ad creatives typically isn't done for most, agencies or whatever it is until day 3, 4, because, you got to get some ideations out there, or you have to understand this different metric, or you have to do this certain thing. But that's the first thing that I tackle because I understand how important it is to actually start testing the creatives, but then to start seeing momentum in the ball rolling. And we'll obviously aim for about a 5% click-through rate, 5 to 6% click-through rate off the bat. But take inventory. If you are a agency, B2B coach, whatever it is that you're actually doing, you need to understand what I'm telling you, because it took me a very long time to realize this common misconception of listing out the resources that you really have access to, and then listing out the resources that your clients have access to. So for me, I have a very, good friend of mine. His name's Sergio. If you're watching this, bro, you're an absolute goat. He runs a lot of my ads. He's the ad goat. And I think he has the adgoat.com. But that's kind of the inventory that I have as far as help. And so with any sort of, scripting or ideations or anything like that, within day 1, I obviously reach out to him, I contact him, whatever it is. And then he kind of points me in the right direction because he's been doing ads for like half a decade. And so the first thing that we do is just tackle the biggest elephant in the room that's holding my clients back from getting results. This mixed with the Furious 5, which is obviously outreaching to some of your past leads, some of your past prospects with a very simple strategy, you will be able to sign a few clients, at least 2. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I do this stuff, like I would show you my Gmail and I would show you the private emails that I've sent to prospects in the pipeline, like customized private emails, at least 5 or 10 of them a day. And literally, if I send, I would say about 30 emails to prospects who were in the pipeline at some point in time in the past 60 days, I will have a couple, I would say handful, probably 2 to 3 that will sign. And that's just through email. And then you get paid, via email. And so with that being said, that's kind of day 1. Day 2 and day 3 kind of go like setting everything up. So obviously we want to export all of our previous email contacts into CSV. Very simple. We want to start scripting out the first 7 days of our newsletter. We want to obviously finish scripting the ad creatives if this is what we are still working on. We want to create that lead magnet. Want to have a YouTube strategy established. Got a little, reality trend surfing mindset in there as well. And then obviously our onboarding calls in this day. Day 3, film me editing ads again. Setter scripts, Beehive setup, which is what I use. Purchase email domain via Porkbun. Got a staff GHL account and a GHL pipeline that I build out for every single one of my clients who join CMRR. Obviously, they can review the onboarding call at any time. Then we have those weekly coaching calls established with CMRR as well. So make a list of what the deliverables, not necessarily, tangible deliverables that you can do like 6 coaching calls a week, because that's not really valuable. What aspects of your program can you make done for you? And what resources can you leverage to deliver the desired result faster for your clients? If this is making sense, go ahead and click the like button, comment if this is making sense, because sometimes I feel like what I'm saying is not resonating with a lot of people. I feel like sometimes it might be a little bit hard to understand. To put it in simpler terms, make a list, just pull out a sheet of paper if you're having issues with this and say, look, okay, what can I do? What can I add to my offer, or what can I tweak to my offer to make it more enticing to prospects? But also, what can I tweak to my service delivery, the client fulfillment side of things, to make things easier on my clients? And so I would highly recommend anybody uses a Trello board. It's absolutely amazing. My buddy Thomason put me onto this, and it's been an amazing tool. Now, I would definitely tell you that you have to have everything super, super, super organized. And if you don't, you will pretty much have a fallen apart program. So obviously, what happened there, when I guarantee these results and I say, I'll give you your full money back if we don't give you $20,000, a new monthly recurring revenue in 60 days, there are some catches to it. And the catch is, you have to follow everything on this board. If you don't follow everything on this board, like I did, I can't give you, a half a refund or whatever it is, or full refund, because you just didn't do the work. It's like me giving you $5,000, right? And you say, okay, look, I have an entire list of shit that you have to do. And I go, okay, that's great. So if I don't get the desired result, then I can get my money back, right? And then you go, yeah, but you want to scale your business, right? Yeah. Okay, so just do this stuff. Turns out I do only 90% of it, or I miss 2 key component things. I don't set up my newsletter, or I don't actually publish daily on my newsletter, or I'm slacking off and I only publish once every other week on my newsletter, and that messes up the middle of the funnel as far as nurturing goes. And then I come to you in 60 days and I go, well, you said I could get my $5K back if I didn't get, $20K or whatever. It's like, dude, you don't even do this stuff. Like, I feel so confident guaranteeing this result because it's how I added $15,000 to my offer in 3 to 4 weeks. It's how I'm able to do this stuff myself because I just retraced all of my steps that have led me to this point. So I'm not practicing or I'm not preaching anything that I'm not actually actively doing. And so this is where the common misconception lies when people see cockiness and people see confidence. Now, I feel extremely confident that I can give you this result because I simply just have everything laid out. Like, if you follow this stuff to a T, if we help you repackage your offer, we help you come up with a better value prop on the onboarding call. If you obviously, watch the accountability video, which is, super borderline, super basic mindset, you do the finance tracker, you script out the ad creatives on time, you launch the ad creatives when needed, and then we take care of the rest for you. You script out your newsletter, you start actively making lead magnets to collect email addresses for the daily newsletter like me. We got over 380 people at this point in the revenue, which is my daily newsletter. It's the first link down below. I show you how to, stack monthly recurring revenue to your offer very effortlessly. Like if you do all of those things in the program, success becomes undeniable, but people just drop off. Like you'd be so surprised the amount of people that like with any program, just human nature, they'll buy in, they'll go really hard for a week, and they'll just slack off. You've probably had service delivery for clients that have followed along the same lines as that. You've probably been sick of it. You probably said, what the hell? Why do my clients not do any work? Therefore, I can't get any testimonials. This is so frustrating. I work so hard to sign them. I hear you. You're just not signing the right demographic of clients, which is a whole other YouTube video. But with that being said, I want to show you guys the done for you and done with you aspects of my, agency, because I think this is extremely crucial to understand that these results that I promise, if you go to my landing page, which is the second link down below to book in a call, the results that I promise, now that you see the daily actionable inputs of what you have to do, because this is what literally I'm doing every single day, you start to realize, okay, this is now down into bite-sized pieces. How do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? You can't rush the process, but you can't fall behind in the process. Consistency is going to be key. And if you literally just follow the Trello board, it becomes so easy to run the paid ads, to get the leads with the right messaging. Everything's dialed in. You're obviously firing off some organic, some cold outreach. You're nurturing them with your newsletter. You're calling up the leads very unselfishly, checking in with them, lead magnets, things like that. And then VSLs, sales assets, YouTube, time. And then your sales cycle starts to push. So every single person's sales cycle, has some period of time on it. And that's what we're trying to figure out for you. What is your sales cycle? Mine's roughly like a month, a little over a month, I would say, somewhere around that range. So make a list of the actionable done for you aspects of the fulfillment inside of your program, and as well as the done with you aspects too, because it's important to differentiate. Look, if I'm promising this desired result, how can I crush it into bite-sized pieces for my clients to take a hold of every single day, to not self-sabotage and to actually do the work? With that being said, go ahead and book in a call with me. It's going to be the second link down below. You fill out a 4-question type form and you can book in a call. Just want to see where you're at with your business. If you actually are ready to scale and add $20,000 in new monthly recurring revenue to your business, I give you guys access to, this 30, 60-day Trello board, however long it is. When you guys are in the program, we have one-to-ones, weekly calls, onboarding calls in 48 hours or 24 hours, whatever it is. With that being said, you guys, if you want to sign more high-ticket clients, if you want to get out of the churn and burn phase of your agency, and if you actually want to sign clients predictably, build out predictable systems, and really learn the insides of this system, the recurring frameworks, go ahead, book in a call. It's going to be a second link down below. Hope this video helped. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.